What I've enjoyed most about Crowdfest is it's finally a recognition of how important this industry actually is to startups looking to raise finance.
Well, Crowdfest is a great event to meet crowdfunding platforms and the people behind crowdfunding platforms. Being in the UK, where it's the most leading market for crowdfunding, is amazing. So that's the perfect place to meet great people and understand the trends, the behavior of the users, and what's coming next.
It really brings out the best maybe in kind of entrepreneurial zeal from business owners. They can come here and learn about how they can move their business forward.
It's great to see a conference focused on the sort of crowdfunding industry as a whole. It's nice to see small businesses here actually looking to grow.
I found it quite fascinating to see the community that's out there and the opportunities that are available. So no, I think it's been a great couple of days.
You've got two groups of people who have different reasons for being at an event like this. Some actually want to raise money for their businesses and some actually want to lend money and create an investment portfolio.
Crowdfest has an amazing array of speakers. We have over 70 at this event. We also have a number of specialist workshop streams. We want everyone to come together as a crowd to listen to the keynotes, but also to be able to go away and break off and specialise in those topics which might interest them particularly, for example, property or even Islamic finance and crowdfunding.
There are lots of interesting people here. It's not often that you come across a conference where you can meet two new banks at the same time as meeting ice cream vendors and breweries. It's really quite an interesting mix.
I think events like this are just fantastic because you meet people with such great ideas and enthusiasm, which is so good for our economy if we can harness it, and Crowdfest is helping to do that.
You've got the crowdfunding platforms, you've got the investors, you've got the companies themselves, and then you've got like the secondary and tertiary service providers around that. And so, whilst it's a crowdfunding event, it's quite diverse in terms of its audience and in terms of its attendees.
It's been the other companies that I've been speaking to. I've also managed to get a little bit of investment for my Seeders campaign, so that's been really, really worthwhile.
There's so much going on that I'm actually meeting different people in each one of the sessions, so I'd met some really interesting people who didn't just sit there, they actually challenged me.
The thing that surprised me today was just how staggeringly large this industry is becoming and the potential that's yet to be unleashed. We've met people from different platforms, future entrepreneurs, and a great number of investors who haven't invested yet but will invest in the future.
Feels like maybe we should be having a party rather than just having a conference. I think I've probably got some perspectives on how difficult or easy it may have been for other people to raise crowdfunding, which has been great.
What I enjoyed most about Crowdfest is really the variety of the sessions. Certainly it's getting completely different perspectives on the industry from entrepreneurs, from a regulatory standpoint, from platforms, and certainly from the various crowdfunding companies as well.
The reason I spoke today was to give a talk on how to run a successful Kickstarter. I was teaching people how to grow an email list, how to do a viral pre-launch campaign, how to build lists on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on. So no matter what happens, you have a lot of people who want to buy what you have on day one.
What we try to do is, instead of having one speaker fronting every panel or every session, we try to get 2 or 3 people at least on every session, to keep it fluid and more interesting. The audience can pose questions and they can react immediately.
The content is great at Crowdfest. I'm quite taken aback. It's the first time the event's been run, and I think it'll grow every year, so long as it carries on with this calibre of content and with people actually really coming away having learnt something.